In this episode of Game Report, a new Assassin's Creed game is in the works, and it doesn't take place on Mars. Yet. The developer of Witcher 3 has boasted that the game will have many blank of blank. A Stallone franchise is being made into a video game, and I'll give you a hint, it won't be based on a romantic comedy. All that and more coming up. Good day, fellow YouTubians! This is funnyeehn, and welcome back to another episode of Game Report, your weekly lowdown of apple boxes. So as you can tell, these apple boxes don't actually have any apples in them. Actually, what they're used for is for film and TV. These apple boxes are used for pretty much a lot of things. Like you can put actors, short actors, to stand on top of these, and you can put your equipment on it to, you know, heighten your equipment, and all sorts of other stuff. So for TV and film, this stuff is good. So in other words, these things are pretty useful, but I am sad that they don't come with apples, because I like apples. Oh, and big announcement is that I will be live streaming Tomb Raider on Tuesday, March 5th from 3 to 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So be sure to be here to watch, because I don't like doing stuff by myself. I get freaked out. Anyway, on to the gaming news. At this point, gamers have come to expect annual additions to the Assassin's Creed franchise, and it seems like the trend will continue. Ubisoft has officially confirmed Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. The next installment will supposedly take place throughout the Caribbean during the year 1715, where you will play as the privateer Edward Kenway, grandfather of Assassin's Creed 3 star Connor. I haven't decided if I will be buying this game, but if I do, I'm hoping that I will see a cameo of Captain Jack Sparrow. Alright, listen gamers, when you pick up this game, bring some rum. Looking at the box art, the PS3 version will have 60 minutes of exclusive gameplay, details of which have not yet been revealed. Also, the world premiere trailer of AC4 will be shown in 2 days. In fact, there's even a website dedicated for it. 3 days. 3 days. That should be enough time for me to get in the Black Pearl, sail around the world, and come back. Actually, it may not. Link to the world premiere trailer website in the video description. Now, probably the most random piece of news this week is that there is a game coming out that I can't believe is being made. It is Rambo, the video game. Yeah, that's the actual title. I'm not gonna lie to you, mate. It sounds like a curse. So for those of you that are not familiar with Rambo, a bunch of action movies from the late 70s and early 80s starring Sylvester Stallone, Rambo is about a Green Beret that pretty much kills and or hurts everyone using his advanced combat techniques. In other words, your typical action flick. And in addition, since Stallone isn't really known for deep character development, I'm feeling that this game is going to be your kind of cookie cutter shoot 'em up kind of game. Now, if you shoot 'em up, I suggest shooting them in the back. It's much safer. I know. But according to the publisher Reef Entertainment, the game will be of AAA quality and will use original movie voice tracks for both Rambo and Colonel Trotman, which I don't see as a big incentive for me to get the game. Here are my thoughts though. First, few movie-based video games have done well. And secondly, most of the, or pretty much all of the Rambo films are just cheesy action flicks. So obviously that kind of feel is going to be represented in the game, which is something I can't really say I want. You know what is cheesy? Cheese covered in rum, which I call rum-easy. But what are your thoughts on this Rambo game? Please comment below. So how many of you have played both of the Witcher games? As for me, I've only played the first Witcher game. It's kind of sad, but the only thing that I really remember is getting the sex cards. Yeah, so every time you had a sexual encounter with some character in the game, you would get this card of the character on it, usually in some sensual position. Now I remember this one girl, her name was Lucy, and wait. Was it Rosalina? Well, according to the developer of The Witcher 3, CD Projekt Red, the game will have 100 hours of game time, breaking it up into 50 hours of main narrative and 50 hours of additional stories. Talk about bang for your buck, right? I mean, how many people would even be able to finish the entire game? Would you? Yep, it was Rosalina. Wait. No, I don't think it was. Anyway, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is expected to be released for the next-gen consoles in 2014. So things keep on looking worse and worse and worse for the Wii U. From the Game Developers Conference in 2012, 2,500 North American game developers were polled, and it was found that a mere 4.6% of developers were currently making a Wii U game, while a slightly higher 6.4% said that their next game would be released on the Nintendo console. Now, many of you may see this fact as being a dead horse, but it's just further proof that the Wii U may not survive in the current market. I actually got good tips for market value. The thing that you do is you pillage and plunder and pile, and those things, if you actually add piracy, that would make it full. Here are two other interesting pieces of information. 53% of the respondents said that they were indie developers, and 58% said that they were planning to ship their game for smartphones and tablets. As I'm sure you've heard before, we're seeing an ever-increasing trend in games for the mobile phone and tablet market, many of which are made by independent developers. The way I figure it is that the tablet/smartphone division of the technology branch is just a larger and wider market, which means more revenue is likely to come in, which in turn makes it understandable that independent developers are moving in that direction.
Did you know that the sword that I use, I developed myself? Yep, I remember now, when my dad told me that. And that was how a giant squid tried to reproduce on my neck. What were we talking about before?
Last but not least, the Minecraft 1.5 update will be here in less than 2 weeks. The new update, also known as the Redstone update, will include numerous fixes, a new render engine supporting HD texture packs, a tweaked inventory system, and more.
Did I ever tell you that I, Captain Jack Sparrow, used to work in a mine?
Really? How long did you do that for?
Actually, I never worked in a mine. I just wanted to say my name.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, for a full list of 1.5 changes, please click on the link in the video description. Alright everyone, well that wraps up this week's episode of Gamer Report. If you enjoyed this episode, or if you think that Captain Jack Sparrow is a boss, then please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe for more content. And until next time, this is funnyeehn, signing out. Jack, are you even a gamer?
Of course I am. I play Scuttlebutt, going to Boston, Crown and Anchor. You might as well throw some women in there too.
No, I don't mean Sailor Dice games. I mean like, you know, video games.
What are you talking about? Oh, by the way, did I ever tell you about the squid on my neck?